to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debate.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
He goes tonight. 120.
Mike 58, right there. Right here, right here.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Yeah, baby.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now gone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Goff. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
On second down, it's Jones. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
We're good. We're good.
Out of the gun. Gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a big no-no last time. A safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So, see if they can atone for that mistake.
You give up points, but on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away or kicked it away,
defense held.
Defense held for you. So there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run their offense, and try not to put their defense in a bad spot again.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Packers' 34-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down, it's Henderson, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
Like 20. More now.
So we got man. Check 37. Check 37. Kill.
Quickstone, Travis.
Kill. Turn up. Hatchet. Check.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. And the Packers have taken the lead.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the carry is Henderson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
24 yards. That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Zadarius Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down now, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Easy. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, Haywood. Here we begin.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check. Crunch. He's checking.
Now gone. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now it's gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Check it! 58!
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a party now. It's a party.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it with Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Jones. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block it. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You
A shotgun snap for Goff. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On first down, Henderson. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, LA! Darrell Henderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
That's taken at around the 40. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Goff, a quick throw, complete to Cooks. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. This is Johnson. He's got it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Packers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 50.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They run with Henderson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Back to throw. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. There's overload.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 30. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sua Cravens with a pick.